Hello everyone, my name is Jimmy, as always, and welcome back to the commentary channel. In the last video, which was the channel trailer video, I decided I was going to explain myself, why make a commentary channel at this point in YouTube and at this point in the world, why even try and make a commentary channel? Well, the answer for myself goes back to a little YouTuber called Jay Schlatt. Yeah, that guy, the huge YouTuber who did it first, right? And I love his weekly slap channel. I found it after finding his videos, and after a little while of watching them, it was like this perfect blend of nostalgia for the old days of COD commentary and just the old YouTube in general. And of course, the guy is a genius at talking and making up stories and keeping people interested, so it's way easy to watch those videos. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is I have such a real nostalgia for old YouTube because as much as I want to say I grew up with old YouTube, and I didn't grow up with old YouTube the way that a lot of younger people did. I mean, I'm 25 now, and the period of time that I was seriously watching YouTube as a kid, like my middle school days, and then seriously more in my high school days when YouTube started to get like a lot more popular, those days were, man, they were the golden age. I mean, gameplay videos would come out and they'd be 10 minutes long, not like almost barely any editing in the videos, and people would just devour them. I mean, I think back to people like Tobuscus, and yeah, I know the whole drama with Tobuscus because I lived through it with all the people who basically grew up with him. But his content was just, it was purely like 10-minute clips of him playing Minecraft and stuff like that. That's what I remember. Even the Terraria ones too, where he would just play 10 minutes of it. I guess he recorded hours of it the same way I used to, and then like cut it up and just like sent that out. I assume that's how he used to do it. And man, that content used to be some of my favorite on YouTube that I would come back to every day after school. I'd come back and rewatch episodes, and I'd be waiting patiently and sometimes not so patiently for episodes to come out. And man, that was for me, that was the best part of YouTube back in the day. But even back then, a commentary channel was special because it felt like you were really sitting down to hang out with the creators. And even people like Game Grumps, who are like incredibly funny, it feels like you're sitting with them and hanging out with them. And that's what I enjoyed more than like the clickbaity like now videos that are, they're less, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but they give me like a less of a feeling of hanging out with the creators and more of a feeling of like I'm watching a TV show about the creators, if that makes sense. But of course, I was far behind even back then. I mean, now I'm super, super far behind for creating a commentary channel like this. But it's a personal channel that I can use in a different way than I can with all the other channels. And it gives me a little bit of freedom from the gaming channel so that I don't post what, I mean, I wouldn't consider these like non-premium videos, but the gaming channel as the main channel, I wanted to have a different feel than a commentary channel. I wanted to have like those highlight reels, those videos where like they're highly produced, fully edited, fully finished product that would feel like a little bit more as if I was presenting you with a story rather than sitting down on the couch having like a podcast type of storytelling moment with you. And my first foray into that was like the COD and the Destiny 1. And I guess actually the Pokemon content was really the first little bit of that. But I tried doing it. I tried recording like 2 hours a clip, and then I would cut it up into 10-minute clips and use that. And I mean, obviously I was way behind the curve. I'm not Game Grumps who can still actually post content like that and be really funny and do it that way. And of course, I know there's something to be said about live streams. I'm talking about, oh, I wish I could watch 10-minute videos of these people and just like completely unedited versions of their content. Yeah, there's live streams. People put VODs out all the time. And in those situations, even the chat is involved. There's this incredible community feeling, vibe that springs up from a live stream. And maybe you weren't even there while it was happening, but the content creator can react to the people who were there and maybe answer questions and stuff while that's happening. And all of that content it's really amazing. But there's something different about those old videos that just, the nostalgia, I guess, just creeps in for me and it makes it feel different. And as for commentary videos like this, the other half of it is enjoying just listening to the content creator just talking about random things, talking about their opinions on things, talking about their opinions on the game, talking about strategies on the game, and it not being a clickbait video like, can you beat this in 10 seconds? This gun is completely broken. Like, I just enjoy the vibe of old YouTube. And I understand that that's not really all that profitable now, and that's fine. I can accept that, and I can accept that this channel might not get that many views just because the videos aren't really all that clickbaity. There's also the animation community, like storytelling animators. Like, oh my god, you get so many views for making a video that's like a story that's animated. And god, I love those videos. I love seeing a creator like oh my gosh, what's her name, Yoontunes. Like, personally, I love to see a story that like Yoontunes makes or like Jaden Animation makes, but those are all stories. And this channel for me can be a place where I can put the stories up without having to do like the extraordinary work of animating them. And I mean, I guess it's a good enough time as any to talk about it, but I get burned out a lot in videos that I have to do like a humongous amount of work on. And for something like that, like, okay, I have to animate a 10-minute video on this story, and that would be really hard for me to do. But on a commentary channel, I don't even have to really focus on the visuals. I don't have to animate it, and I don't have to do all that extreme work to make the video entertaining or interesting to listen to. And I don't mean to put down those channels because, God, I know they worked so hard to make that content. What I'm saying is, for myself, it's an easily producible way for me to tell the stories that I have in my head or that I think of on a daily basis, but don't really have a separate platform or the full money and time and effort to make an animated video out of it. I can use this as a platform to do that when I want to. And that's really motivating to me to see, oh, I have a clip up. I can make this video anytime I want. And like right now, I'm recording this, and it's almost a relaxing experience that I can just talk to, well, I mean, talking to you, but to no one really, about random things that I'm thinking about. And I don't really have to get myself all worked up like I do with like something like the Dark Souls videos, where I have a lot of editing to do, and it messes with me to make those videos. But these, I can come up with these videos and I can talk about just about anything. In fact, maybe I don't even have something to talk about, but hey, I recorded a clip of me winning a Destiny match like a week ago. I might want to talk over that, or I might want to revisit that. That is a very motivating thing for me, and it might be kind of strange to hear that from a person who's like obviously a content creator and should always just be producing content on a regular basis. It helps. It helps me because sometimes I get demotivated to create things, and something easily producible like this, it helps me get back in the driver's seat and say, yeah, I'm going to make another video with this. And yeah, I have another clip of that. And then at night, when I'm just relaxing, playing some Destiny, there's also content that can be made there. Because, I mean, obviously as a content creator, you got to maximize every moment of your life, basically, to produce the most amount of content possible and the best quality. And that moment when I'm relaxing, playing some Destiny, it's a moment. It's an opportunity to create more. And I want to take every opportunity to create more and use that to keep going. And of course, the final thing is like, why even make a channel like this? If you're just going to relax and play a game and all that, like, why even put the stress on yourself to create more content with the relaxing gameplay you make? And I understand that. I do, because I also think the same way. Sometimes I record a Destiny match and I'm like, oh, I won that one. And then I think to myself, geez, I got to record something with that, don't I? And it's this duality of like, do I really want to make that content? Am I really going to? Whatever. And what I've realized over time is it's less important to like fully be on the clock and always creating, and more important to give yourself more opportunities to create the content that you really want to create. So by having a bunch of these clips in stock, yeah, I might not want to create something right now, right when I'm finishing that, or the next day, or a week from then. But one day I'm going to have an idea or a thought or a story to tell, and I'm going to say, you know what? I have a bunch of clips left over from the Destiny games that I was playing all that time ago. And that is where you give yourself the opportunity to make more. And I personally found that that's just the best way to do it for myself. So there you go. There's all the reasons and motivations. But with that, I can pretty much see that the video is over. The clip is pretty much done already. I think the match is over as well. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back in the next commentary video, and maybe I'll talk about a little bit of the Dark Souls videos that I'm working on. And yeah, you might get some insight on that. So I appreciate it again, and I'll see you all in the next video.